Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor, and this is the very first round of paintball that I played in over 8.5 years using the Proto Rail from Boston Paintball, and I almost have a really bad start. Why? Because I almost blast my teammate in the back of the head point blank range. This is some scenario TDM, so it's about eliminating them before we get eliminated, and I don't want to do the other team any favors. I'm a very aggressive player. I always have been in paintball, so now it's about knocking off the rust. I'm using the barrel cam, which is amazing, the clarity this Hero 3 has, but I'm going to be using a mask cam and barrel cam next week for moments like this. When I'm looking around, I've got a free lane to run, so I just kind of put the gun down to kind of save my arms and give me just a little bit more speed. So you're going to hear me talking back and forth with teammates over these next 2 rounds, trying to work with these guys because obviously this player's got eyes on something across the way. I'm going to be asking people, hey, can I move up? You got that? Can you cover me? Can you give me some fire down that lane so nobody peeks? Because the name of the game for me is to take out as many as possible and catch people that are comfy, like this spot right here. So that's the surrender. Here on this field, the field rule is 10 feet in, don't shoot them, just yell surrender. Now, I'm going to try to push even further. I'm way past the 50-yard line on this part of the map. I'm literally in their breakout position, which is usually this wagon or water tower, and I don't realize it. Get a guy through there. There are people in this water tower. Bipod Pro spotted. Saw him too late. He shot me. Good shot. And as I look back with my mask, people are standing up. There are 4 guys in there. Right, so the mask cam is going to be great. It's going to come in handy. And here you see us in another scenario inside. This is going to be another round of TDM where I get super aggressive. Later on in the week, I'm going to upload some other scenarios, some attack and defend footage, which was a massive challenge because it was literally 10 against 40 and a great time. Paintball and Airsoft actually have a lot in common with how people play Battlefield 3 because it's about knowing where the enemies are and your teammates are, watching for big pushes and flanks. You don't have a mini-map in this game, but guess what? You got teammates. Feel free to ask them what they see or what they know because that might give you an idea of where you need to look or where you think an opening on the field might be to be able to push up because I'm literally going to go way past the 50-yard line again in this round again.
Push it right! Push it right!
That's where the mask cam will come in handy next week. I literally saw 2 or 3 different jerseys skirting across the dirt towards the big house in the back right. So I'm actually going to work my way over there because after my first round, seeing how many people held back and stayed back, I've got that in my brain now that's saying, hey, I got to be careful. There's going to be people around every nook and cranny. And here's where that barrel cam really comes into a hindrance when I'm barely peeking over. And being the aggressor I am, this is very low. This is maybe waist high, so I'm literally playing off my knees. And a teammate opens the door for me. Now, there's a sucker's bed up here. There's a second story. But you might get a glimpse at it. There's holes the size of cereal boxes. There it was, left and right, everywhere. So that's kind of a sucker's bet. But guess what? There's another door. And this is where I'm going to use this area to kind of launch my assault to knock out as many people as possible. And right out the gate, I get one. He's going to call himself out and walk around the back of what looks like a castle, I'm going to assume, as he goes off there. Now, in paintball, if you hit the hopper, the other player is out. It's an extension of your hand, basically, and the hand is fair game when it comes to shooting people. So I'm way past the 50. Most of their team is still alive, and they started off with probably 15. I think 30 of us came into the indoor ball because it's 85 degrees out, and it was probably 90 in here, and I am peppering that guy's hopper. It is completely white on the side, so I don't need to say anything. That guy's going to take care of himself. And there's another guy here as I tag another hopper yelling, hit, hit, hit. I should have said, ref, 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 check him, as I hit him again and point. So that's the thing I like about paintball is if you get hit in the body, if it breaks, you're going to know it, you're going to feel it, and it's going to be all over the place, right? So there's more people in these next couple of corners. They're literally laden in these buildings. Hit another gun, right? So as they stick these out, now I'm hoping my teammates that came in that building, I literally look back at him with my mask. So mask cam would have caught that, pointing towards the mid, making sure he's got my ass so I don't get rushed because I'm not going to look at that lane because I think there's literally 5 or 6 guys back here still. And then I check my cross angle again just to give it a quick peek. It pays to be sneaky in paintball. And again, I make about a 10-foot jump, a little flick shot, another flick shot, and there's more guys in there. So I really have to be careful. Sometimes you shoot paint to keep people's heads down so you can make a move, shoot the shite of his gun, he's out, and I'm sitting here peeking off a low position. I play paintball from my knees a lot back from the speedball days, and here's where the mass cam would really come in handy, because I'm trying to give a quick peek to see if that guy's still out there. Not necessarily a shot, but make sure that guy's still there and not rushing me. So all in all, not a bad first 2 rounds. It could have gone a lot worse for me. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of kick-ass people. Again, it was about 80 people in and out every round or every other round based on the heat, and if they needed to drink a gallon of water because it was so hot, refill their hoppers, clean off their goggles, and everything else that was going on. Again, paintball and airsoft are all about the community. Great positive people can be a lot of fun. And there was a good talent pool and good mix of people, and we actually trade. That guy got hit, I got hit, his hopper's blown up. I call myself out because I think I took one on my right arm on that point because I didn't realize that guy was there until the last second. So let me know what you think about the footage. I know the barrel cam has its limitations, but I think if I combine it with a mass cam and a barrel cam, I think the footage will be a lot more interesting because I am an aggressive player and I always will be. So you're going to see me hopefully take down a couple people before I go down in a blaze of glory. Don't forget to check out the Proto Rail target range footage after blowing through 3/4 of a case and chopping a few balls without cleaning it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think down below. And of course, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget the old thumbs up as I try not to shoot off my thumb because this is an electronic gun. See you, YouTube.